Hello friends, this is Gangadhar from the YouTube channel Maths Ganga. So in this video I am going to discuss 11, 12, 13 problems of the pre-RMO 2018. Okay, so already we have the previous videos regarding the first 10 questions and then I am going to deal with the remaining questions in the next videos. Now it is the turn to discuss the 11th problem. It's a simple problem from the selections and arrangements. Okay, so the 11th problem is given like this. There are several teacups in the kitchen, some with handles and the others without handles. The number of ways of selecting 2 cups without a handle and 3 with a handle is exactly 1200. Okay, see what is the maximum possible number of cups in the kitchen? That is the question. So there are certain number of cups in the kitchen. So initially if you just let the number of cups with handle is X and the number of cups without handle is Y. Okay, so we need to select the number of ways of selecting 2 cups without a handle. See, X is the cups with the handle. Okay, and Y is the number of cups without a handle. Now the question is we need to select 2 cups without a handle. So we need to select 2 out of this Y. So selection of 2 out of Y is nothing but YC2. Okay, whereas then they mentioned we need to select 3 with handle. See, there are X cups with a handle. Selection of 3 out of this X is given as XC3. Okay, the total chances is XC3 into YC2. Selection of cups with handle and selection of cups without a handle, both are the independent choices. So total number of choices to select 2 without handle, 3 with a handle is YC2 into XC3, and this value is exactly equals to 1200 as mentioned. And now they ask us to calculate the maximum number of cups in the kitchen. The maximum number of cups in the kitchen are nothing but total number of cups without a handle and with a handle, which are nothing but X plus Y. So we need to calculate the value of X plus Y. So YC2 into XC3 is 1200, and we know that YC2 is what? Y into Y minus 1 by 2 into 1, whereas XC3 is X into X minus 1 into X minus 2 by 3 into 2 into 1. This is equals to 12 into 10. Okay, this is 2 and this is 6. 6 into 2 is 12. If you send it that side, you left with Y into Y minus 1 into X minus 1 into X minus 2 is equals to 12 into 12 into 10. Okay, from this calculation we need to calculate the values of X and Y to make X plus Y as a maximum task. Okay, now what I have in my hands is Y into Y minus 1 X into X minus 1 into X minus 2 is equals to 12 into 10 into 12. If you completely split as a prime factorization, this 12 is nothing but 4 into 3. That is also 4 into 3. And this is 2 into 5. So totally what we have? 2 power 5. Okay, 2 square and 1 2. Then we left with 3 square and with 1 5. Okay, right. See, 12 into 10 into, sorry, it is 100 now. 100. Okay, 100 means what? 5 square into 2 square. So 5 square into this is 2 power 6. So 12 into 100 into 12, which is nothing but 2 square and then 2 square, 2 power 6 into 3 square into 5 square. We need to split it. Okay, how can we split? See, to split we need 3 consecutive numbers as well as 2 consecutive numbers, and as a chance we need to select the maximum number of cups. Okay, see, to select the maximum number of cups we need to check by replacing the values of Y and X with the maximum value. Okay, since if Y is the maximum value and the next number is the decreased number for Y by 1, and if X is the maximum value and the next number is decreased number by 1, so as a chance take the largest possible value for Y as well as X, like that. Okay, if you make the largest possible value as 64 in the place of Y, no chance of getting 63 there. So as a chance, if you replace Y with 25, then surely Y minus must be 24. So after eliminating 25 and 24, what you will get? 24 is what? 2 cube into 3. See, still we left with what? 2 cube into 3. See, how can we arrange this 2 cube into 3? So we will arrange this 2 cube into 3 like 4 into 3 into 2. So if to make x plus y as the maximum value, check the values of x and y by replacing the maximum largest factor from this prime factorization. Okay, as a chance I took 25 in the place of 5. Okay, and it is happened, right? So the maximum possible value for y and x, y plus x, is nothing but 25 plus 4. So the maximum number of cups in the kitchen are nothing but 29. Okay, once again if you check, I considered x as the number of cups with a handle and y as the number of cups without a handle. The question is, they selected 2 cups without a handle and 3 cups with a handle. The total number of chances are 1200. From this, I have an expression in terms of y and x, whose product is nothing but 2 power 6 into 3 square into 5 square. So from this, by arranging as a prime factorization and by replacing the values of y and x, okay, we need to calculate y plus x to make x plus y as a possible task. Okay, so the largest possible value for x plus y is 29. Okay, there ends the 11th problem of pre-RMO 2018. Now, coming to the 12th problem of pre-RMO 2018. Okay, so this was a very different problem. Okay, there we need our attention to solve this. In the problem, it is mentioned that determine the number of 8 tools. Okay, like E1, E2, E3 and then E8, E1, E2 and so on, like E8. Everything belongs to the set of 1 and minus 1. So every number may be either 1 or minus 1. Okay, we need to select the number of ways of selecting this 1 and minus 1 from this to replace this E1, E2, E3 like that E8. And it is mentioned that E1 plus 2E2 plus like 3E3 plus, okay, and so on, plus 8E8 is a multiple of 3. Like E1, 2E2, 3E3, 4E4, 5E5, 6E6 plus 7E7 plus 8E8 must be a multiple of 3. We need to make it as a multiple of 3. To make it as a multiple of 3, by replacing 1 or minus 1 in the place of E1, E2, E3, E4, okay, we need to count the total number of chances. See, since to make it a multiple of 3, already this 3E3 and then 8E8 are the multiples of 3. Not 8E8, sorry. 3E3 and what? 8E8, no? 3E3 and 6E6. This 3 is a multiple of 3 and 6 is a multiple of 3. This 3E3 and 6E6 are already multiples of 3. So we can take any number, either 1 or minus 1 in the place of E3 and E6. There is no restriction for those two, E3 and E6. Then if you concentrate on the remaining numbers to make as a multiple of 3, this is E1. Okay, this 2E2 can be written as 3E2 minus E2 and 4E4 as 3E4 plus E4. 5E5 as 6E5 minus E5, and then 7E7 is nothing but 6E7 plus E7, and 8E8 is nothing but 9E8 minus E8. Okay, to make it as a multiple of 3, already this 3E2, 3E4, 6E5, 6E7, 9E8 all are the multiples of 3. Then it is enough to make E1 minus E2 plus E4 minus E5 plus E7 minus E8 as a multiple of 3. See, the number of ways of selecting 1 and minus 1 to replace this E1, E2, E4, E5, E7, E8 to make it as a multiple of 3 are the number of chances for us. Okay, so I am writing it as E1 plus E4 plus E7 minus of E2 plus E5 plus E8. I am writing it like this: E1 plus E4 plus E7 minus E2 plus E5 plus E8. See, now what I have to do? I have to replace this 1, E1, E4, E7, E2, E5, E8 with 1 and minus 1 to get a multiple of 3. So how many chances I have? See, if you look here, so finally what I have in my hands is now E1 plus E4 plus E7, okay, minus E2 plus E5 plus E8. See, I can replace these three numbers with 1 and minus 1. So how many chances I have? Total I have 8 chances. 1, 1, 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. I can take any number in the place of E1. Okay. To replace these three numbers, I have 8 chances. I am telling 1, 1, minus 1, minus 1, 1, 1, minus 1, minus 1, 1, minus 1, 1, minus 1, 1, minus 1, 1, minus 1. So different chances to replace E1, E4, E7 with 1 minus 1 are 8. Similarly, I will get 8 chances for that also. Okay. Now, what are the sum of these values? Okay. See, what are the sum of these values? If you check the first case, the sum of these three values is 3. While in the second case it is 1. In third case it is 1. In fourth case it is minus 1. Again it is 1. And again it is minus 1. And this is again minus 1. And the last case it is 3. Okay. See, if we replace E1, E4, E7 with these numbers, I have these chances. 3, 1, 1, minus 1, 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 3. In the same way, I will get the sum of these three numbers also with these three chances like 3, 1, 1, minus 1, 1, minus 1, minus 1, 3. For this sum of these three numbers, I have these chances. For the sum of these three numbers also, I have these chances. Okay. I need to check whenever the difference is a multiple of 3. Okay. Or whenever the difference is 0. Okay. See, total I have 3 chances. 3, 1, minus 1. Here also I have 3 chances. 3, 1, minus 1. As well as minus 3 also. Okay. See, now if you check, if the first sum 3 and the second sum 3, the difference value is 0. Okay. There is a chance. If this expression is 0, then surely it is a multiple of 3. If first one is 3 and the second one is minus 3, the difference is 6. It is a multiple of 3. Okay. And if the first summation is minus 3 and the second value is 3, then the difference is minus 6. There is a possibility. And if first one is minus 3 and the second one is minus 3, then also the difference is 0. Okay. So totally we have 3, 3, 3 minus 3, minus 3, 3, minus 3, minus 3. Okay. We have 4 chances here. Okay now. So, and then if the first one is 1, second one surely 1. First one 1 అయినప్పుడు, if the first summation is 1 and the second summation if it is 3, 1 minus 3, minus 2 is not a multiple of 3, 1 minus 1, 0 is possible, 1 minus of minus 1, 2 is not possible, 1 minus of minus 3 is also not possible. So the one and only possibility is both the summations are 1. In how many cases both the summations are 1? See, 1 is possible here in 3 cases. 1, 1, 1. Automatically there are also 3 cases. 3, 3. 3 into 3, 9. And then with the 3 and minus 3, I have 4. In the same way, if both the sums are equals to minus 1, the first summation is minus 1 and the second summation is minus 1, then also the difference is 0. That is also possible. There are 3 chances to get minus 1 also. Minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. For this sum also we have 3 chances. Minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. Again we have how many chances? 1 more 9. Totally 9 plus 9 is 18 plus 4 is 22 chances. There are 22 chances to select this summation as a multiple of 3. Okay. And then by leaving E3 and E6. See, these 3, E3 and 6, E6 are initially multiples of 3. So we can take any value in the place of E3 and E6, either 1 or minus 1. So by replacing for E3 and E6, we have 4 chances. 1, 1, 1 minus 1, minus 1, 1 minus 1, minus 1. So for E3 and E6, I have 4 chances. For all the remaining numbers, I have 22 chances. Then the total number of chances of selecting the values of these EIs from 1 and minus 1 to make the sum as a multiple of 3 is 88. Okay. See, once again if you look, we need to make this sum as a multiple of 3. Already these two are multiples of 3. So I rewrite the remaining numbers 2E2, 4E4, 5E5 with a separation of multiple of 3. Then I left with this. So I rearrange it like E1 plus E4 plus E7 minus E2 plus E5 plus E8. I need to make this as a multiple of 3. To make it as a multiple of 3, I need to replace these numbers with 1 and minus 1 as mentioned in the problem. So how many chances I have to replace these 3 with 1 and minus 1? I have totally 8 chances. In these 8 chances, the sums are like this. Similarly, I will get the sum The sums, the values of the sum for this sum also in 8 chances. See, this difference between these two must be a multiple of 3. To make it a multiple of 3, if it is 3 and the second one is 3, the difference is 0. If it is 3, the second one is minus 3, the difference is 6. If it is minus 3 and the second one is 3, the difference is minus 6. Minus 3 and minus 3, the difference is 0. These 4 possibilities are, these 4 are the chances to make this difference as a multiple of 3. So 4. And both the ones again have 9 chances. Then also the summation is a multiple of 3. If both the sums are minus 1, then I also have 9 chances and the summation is multiple of 3. Total I have 22 chances to select these numbers. And initially we cancel these 3, 3 and 6 is 6 because these two are the multiples of 3. So we can replace any value, either 1 or minus 1 in place of E3 and E6. For that I have 4 chances. And the total number of chances are 22 into 4. Okay. So 88 chances I have to select this EX. Okay. This is a problem from RMO 2018. Okay. It needs more attention and then a passion towards the problem to solve it. Okay. In the examination, sometimes it is very difficult to solve. Okay. And then coming to the next one. What it is? 12th problem. Okay. Not 12th one. The 12th one is completed. Next I am going to deal with the 13th problem. What is 13th problem? In a triangle ABC, the right angle at A, the altitude through A and the angular bisector of A have lengths 3 and 4. See, we have a right angle triangle. Okay. They mentioned that right angle is at A. Since it is right angle at A and you just mark them as BC, then side length opposite to angle B is small b and this is small c and this is small a. Okay. Since it is the right angle triangle, the first logic is half BC, area of the triangle, is equals to, as they mentioned, the altitude through A is 3. See, if you draw an altitude through A, they mentioned the length also 3. So from there, the area of this right angle triangle, by treating this hypotenuse as base, area is nothing but half 3A. If you cancel half and half, you will get BC is equals to 3A. Okay, this is one condition in our hands. And the second case, it is mentioned that, what is mentioned? The internal angular bisector of angle A have length 4. See, if you draw an internal angular bisector for this angle, the length is given as 4. Okay. See, how can we calculate these two angles are same actually? Okay. How can we calculate the internal angular bisector? Internal angular bisector is calculated by using 2BC by B plus C into cos A by 2. The length of the internal angular bisector, as it is given as 4. Okay. See, what is A? 90. Cos A by 2 is cos 90 by 2, cos 45. Okay. And then already I replaced BC with 3A. So replace, I got BC as 3A. So replace BC with 3A. So totally 2 times of 3A divided by B plus C into cos 45 is equals to 4. Since cos 45 is 1 by root 2, 1, 2 will get cancelled. I have that 3A by B plus C is equals to 2 root 2. Okay. See. And then what they ask us to calculate? They ask us to calculate find the length of median through A. We need to calculate the length of median through A. How can we calculate the length of median through A? Length of median through A is nothing but, see, to calculate the length of median, what we do? We have 3A by B plus C, and if you square it on both sides, what you will get? If you square it on both sides, we have that 9A square by B square plus C square plus 2BC is equals to 8. And that is 9A square by B square plus C square is how much? Since it's a right angle triangle, C square plus B square is clearly equals to A square. So replace this B square plus C square with A square plus again 2BC. Since BC is 3A, 2BC is 6A, that is equals to 8. So 9A square by A square plus 6A is 8, and if you multiply, 9A square is equals to 8A square plus 48A. And then if you rearrange it, what you will get? 9A square minus 8A square. See, is A square. A square is equals to 48A, and that A is equals to 48. So we have the length of A as 48. Since length of A has 48, we need to calculate the length of median. So the length of the median in a right angle triangle is nothing but half of the hypotenuse. Since the length of the hypotenuse is 48, the median through A meets at the midpoint. Okay, the midpoint of the hypotenuse is circumcenter in right angle triangle. Since the midpoint of the hypotenuse is circumcenter, it is equidistant from all the vertices. Since the length of this BC is 48, then if it is the midpoint of the hypotenuse, this length will be what? 24. This length is also 24, and if you join A and M, that is also 24, and your answer is 24. So to solve this, first thing is area of the right angle triangle, second one is the length of the angular bisector, and third one is the simple calculation, and we reach to the length of the hypotenuse as 48. From there we calculate the length of the median as 24. Okay, and this is the explanation for 13th problem of pre-RMO 2018. Okay, and I am going to deal with the remaining questions in the next videos. Do subscribe for the channel, and if you are helpful with these videos, kindly share it. Okay, like and comment it also. Thank you.